Hi, my name's Kyle. We're here in the Whitaker Brothers demonstration room. We wanted to give you a real quick video review of one of our favorite products, the Whitaker Brothers Destroyit 2603/2 SMC. That's SMC for a super micro cut. It's our high security unit. Now the reason this is such a great seller for us, it's not because it is the highest volume shredder. It handles about 6 sheets per pass. There's other ones that go up to about 11 or 12. It's not because it has the biggest waste bin capacity. This is only around 27, and you can get all the way up to 63. The automatic oiler on the side is a standard feature with the Destroyit 2603/2, and honestly, it should be a standard feature with any high security shredder. You've got to oil a shredder every 15 minutes of use. Nobody can oil a shredder that frequently. That's why this bottle on the side does it all for you. That's a 1-gallon container, automatically injecting fluid directly into the cutting heads. Over here we have the ECC meter. This is something fun because a high security shredder only takes about 6 sheets per pass. And if you don't have something like an ECC meter, you really have no idea how close to jamming it or how far from jamming it you are. Because let's face it, any shredder is going to have 50, 75 different users on any given day. The ECC meter glows based on how hard you're making the shredder work. If you've got a little more room to feed it, it'll be in the green, but if you've jammed it, it'll be in the red. Anywhere in between, you're just fine. You've also got the easy on-off switch. This is nice because if you're a shredder salesman like me, every now and then you'll get a tie stuck in a shredder, and you'll want to be able to smack something and get it to stop. And lastly, the indicator on the right side, that is the oil injection system indicator. If you're out of oil and you happen to not notice it from the oiler on the side, that's going to tell you. It's going to start flashing. When we take a look inside, bags are optional with the 2603/2. We find a lot of customers like the option of either shredding directly into the plastic bin or shredding into a bag. We have heard complaints, though, that under certain circumstances too much static can build up on the container, and that can cause the shreds to really stick to that container and make you much better off using bags. But the decision really, it's up to the customer. As far as safety is concerned, the safety protection system, it doesn't get a whole lot safer than this in the industry. You can't sneak a finger underneath here. The only way that you can get into there is to lift up the SPS system. But of course, by doing that, you can tell by the flashing light right there, it's going to cut the shredder off, not going to work anymore. So you can't shred. The shredder will not be in operation when the SPS shield has been disengaged. One more thing, the shredder also cuts itself off when you've got the door open. Again, these are all just things that most people don't think about when they buy a shredder, but let's be honest with you, shredders can be dangerous if they're not used correctly. The 2603/2 has a continuous duty motor. You can run this all day long if you want to. I can't imagine why you'd want to shred all day long, but you have that ability with the 2603/2. That is compared to other shredders, and that applies to not just the Destroyit line, but all lines of shredders. If you get much smaller than this type of a unit, you have to take maybe a 10-minute break after you've been shredding for 5 minutes. And when you're looking at productivity, when you're looking at getting rid of a lot of paper, you don't want that stuff hanging around. You want to get rid of it. You want to do it all in one shot. So continuous duty motor is what you're going to need in order to do that. Now, we've talked a lot about the shredder. We haven't actually shredded a single thing yet, and I know that's what you're all waiting for. So to start with, I want to do a quick demonstration of the ECC meter, because that's really the most fun part. I'm going to put one sheet of paper in here. You see, we only get one green light. Let's put a lot more in here. This should be about 5 or 6 sheets. There we go. We got several more green lights. If I had to put 1 or 2 more sheets in there, we probably would have seen it turn red or yellow. The 2603/2 is very forgiving in how you feed it, so I'm going to intentionally feed this paper very sloppy. Watch what happens on the right side. Okay, it tolerated the paper even though it had to bend it over and basically do twice the amount of shredding, all in one pass. Very versatile shredder, very user-friendly, not going to burp on you for a whole lot of reasons. Now inside, take a look at the shred residue. Now this is NSA approved, 1 millimeter by 5 millimeter or less, and that meets NSA specification 02-01. So it is high security. If we had classified secret or top secret information and we run it through this shredder, it can now just be thrown in a dumpster. No problem at all. My name is Kyle with Whitaker Brothers. Thank you very much. This is a video review of the Destroyit 2603/2.